Howdy everybody, Glenn here, and today I'm back to playing catch up with GeekFuel boxes. This time around we're going to look at October, so we're only 1 month behind now. So October's GeekFuel box, I expect some scares, some thrills and chills, it being October's box, but we'll check it out. Alright, as always we've got the fancy paper liner there. The book, their little magazine is on top. This month featuring everybody's Walking Dead character they love to hate, Negan, and also back. I like that they've got the front and the back kind of match. The typical GeekFuel magazine, you've got some articles, talk about the game that they include, a little Walking Dead article, as well as pictures, the normal stuff you'll find in a GeekFuel magazine. Alright, so we've got some big items in this one. We're going to start with the shirt. Got a black and gray shirt, and it is a Firefly shirt, and it's a postage stamp basically. Pretty cool design. I'm not, as you guys know, I'm not big on Firefly. I think it was very overrated. It's kind of gained that cult status now. Everybody wants to bring it back. But I think everybody looks back on it nostalgically because of it being canceled so early, just when it was getting its footing under it. So, not a big Firefly fan, but decent shirt. Not big on the black shirts, monochrome. It's a pretty good design. It's not too bad. All right, we've got a couple little items here. Dock of the Dead gummy brains. So that looks like, yeah, some sort of candy. And it's exactly what you think it is. It's like gummy brains candy. Interesting, something I've never seen before. Alright, looks like what GeekFuel likes to do is include a Steam game. And in this case, it's called Luck Slinger, which normally I wouldn't be too thrilled with, but they like to also attach a little physical item to it. And in this case, it's 2 big wooden dice. Those are kind of cool, actually. They're oversized dice, and again, that's the thing that kind of makes the game code thing that GeekFuel likes to do okay with me. As long as there's something kind of interesting attached to it. You know what? I probably won't use the Steam key, but I've got the wooden dice, which are kind of cool. So there's that. Alright, we've got a big item. This is really cool. This is it says GeekFuel exclusive, Dragon Egg. It's obviously meant to represent Game of Thrones. Again, one of those things that they don't have to license because it doesn't say Game of Thrones. They're just using the font, and they're using something that looks like something from the show. So you've got some choices. You could leave the lid on it and make it like for storage, or you can replace the lid with one with holes that you can use as like a toothbrush holder. That's actually a pretty cool item. I like that a lot. It's good quality. It's ceramic. And I like the interchangeability of the lids. That's a really nice product. I like that a lot. Again, it's not officially licensed or anything, but it's a really nice and different. Remember we talked about GeekFuel in the last video with the whatchamacallit, the cutting board, and that was different. And this is different too. So they're getting some practicality into it and getting some uniqueness that I like seeing in these boxes because you don't see it enough. The boxes tend to be the same thing over and over again, but I like that GeekFuel's kind of spreading their wings a little bit and getting a little bit different. And as I say that, the last thing is something you'll find in a lot of boxes. That is a Funko reaction figure. In this case, Friday the 13th. It's Jason. Fitting the month, right? October. And I don't have anything against reaction figures per se, but I've just never been a big fan of the sealed up legacy type action figures, you might call them. But as they go, as horror ones go, this is a good one. So not a bad item for the reaction figure. Alright, that is pretty much it. We've got the spoiler card. And as always, they have the shirt on one side. And then they talk about everything else on the other. Let's see if there's anything that I missed just by looking at the items. Pretty self-explanatory. Looks like you could get one of 5 of the horror reaction figures, which is cool. It's nice when there's some variants and people are getting a little bit different boxes. Not everybody's getting the same thing all the time, which tends to happen with these as well. So that's the spoiler card. Overall, not a bad box at all. I'm not a big fan of the shirt, but only because of the fandom. I'm not a big Firefly fan. But this would be a nice shirt for a fan. I like the stamp thing and the delivery motif. That's kind of cool. Again, different. But again, not a big fan of the series. So that kind of brings it down just a little bit on my side. The gummy brains are cool. I love this. This is really makes the box for me. I really like this. And again, it's just a little storage container, but it's done really well. Painted really nicely. Ceramic, it's not cheap plastic or anything. The game code, your normal game code, but at least it's attached to some pretty cool wooden dice, so I like that. And then the reaction figure. Again, I'm not a big fan of reaction figures, but as they go, this is a decent one. So I'm going to give this another B+. Actually, I'm going to make it a B just because there's a few more items in here that aren't really for me. But I think this could rate really high with somebody who's more into the fandoms, whether it's the reaction figures and horror or Firefly. It would get into this box a little bit more. So B box for me. It's well put together, an item I really, really like, and a couple items that I thought were pretty good too. So that's about it for this edition. Kept it short and sweet. We've got a lot of videos coming up, so I'm trying to race through them as quickly as I can. Got some more one-shots, single shots, Funko Pop single shots coming up, as well as a lot of cool boxes and some that I haven't done before. We're going to do I've got a Funko mystery box coming up from GameStop. I've got some Pop in a Box still, believe it or not. So we've got quite a bit to go over here in the next couple of weeks. So that's about it. If you like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button wherever you happen to see it on the screen. Throw us a like and give us a comment. Let me know what you're thinking of this box for the October box. I dig it pretty well. Again, just some stuff that wasn't for me. So let us know how you feel about it. That's about it, and we will see you later. Adios.